The billionaire woke choking. Not from a nightmare. From death. Ice-cold water flooded his lungs. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't scream. Darkness pressed against his face as twisted steel groaned around him. Somewhere nearby, someone pounded desperately against a locked door. A terrified voice cried. "Please, don't leave me." Elias clawed at the freezing water, but his hands weren't his own. He felt another man's terror. His heartbeat. And his final breath. The pounding stopped. The heartbeat stopped. Then, everything went black. Elias exploded awake in his penthouse, coughing up water onto silk sheets. His security team burst into the room. The bed was bone dry. There wasn't a single drop of water anywhere. But the taste of the ocean still filled his mouth. That was the first death. It would not be the last. Because somewhere in the darkness, something had decided Elias would experience every death his indifference had ever caused. And it had only just begun. Elias Vane had spent his entire life believing one rule. The powerful never pay. People lost their jobs. Families fell apart. Businesses collapsed. Workers died. If it protected his empire, Elias signed the papers without hesitation. He never watched the aftermath. He never learned their names. Until something learned his. Exactly 3 nights after the first drowning, the lights in his penthouse went out. Not flickered. Died. Every screen turned black. Then, one by one, they came back on. Every television. Every phone. Every tablet. Displayed the same message. Your next death begins in 10. 9. 8. 7. Elias ripped the television off the wall. The countdown continued on his phone. He smashed the phone. The numbers appeared on the microwave. On the elevator display. On the digital clock. Even on the reflection in his bathroom mirror. 3. 2. 1. Pain exploded through his chest. Not a heart attack. A knife. He felt cold steel slide between his ribs. Warm blood flooded his shirt. He staggered backward, unable to understand why he was dying. A whisper brushed against his ear. "You signed my dismissal before lunch. I was dead before sunset." Then the world disappeared again. This time, there was no darkness. Only silence. The kind of silence that makes your own heartbeat sound wrong. Elias found himself standing in the middle of an endless hospital corridor. The fluorescent lights above him flickered one after another. Far away, a heart monitor beeped. Slowly. Steadily. Beep. 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 He started walking. Every door he passed had a name on it. People he had fired. People he had ruined. People he had forgotten. With every step, the beeping grew faster. The lights dimmed. Then every hospital room door swung open at once. No one was inside. Just empty beds. Until the last room. The bed was occupied. A frail old man lay beneath a white sheet, an oxygen mask covering his face. His eyes opened. They locked onto Elias. He raised a trembling hand, silently begging him to come closer. Elias took one step. The heart monitor suddenly screamed. The old man began gasping for air. His hands clawed desperately at the oxygen mask, but it wouldn't come off. Elias rushed forward to help. The moment he touched the bed, he couldn't breathe. The oxygen vanished from his own lungs. His chest tightened so violently that he collapsed beside the bed. He was no longer watching. He was feeling every desperate gasp. Every burning second. Every terrifying realization that no breath was coming. The old man's eyes never left his. Then. Flatline. The piercing tone echoed through the corridor. The old man's grip loosened. His hand slipped from Elias's sleeve. The body became still. The hospital lights went out. One by one. Until only a single light remained at the end of the corridor. Beneath it stood a tall figure. Its face was hidden. Its voice was calm. You've only borrowed their last moments. A long pause. Soon. You'll remember why each one belongs to you. The light shattered. And the world disappeared once more.